Welcome to New Sky TV. A stunning plot twist. Just after midnight on May 22, 2026, Guo Yuxin and Wang Haozhen's Shen Qiao Wei Wan exploded like a bombshell, generating a staggering 75.42 million views on the Hongguo short drama platform, a number that sounds like a dream, yet it only lasted a day. Isn't that incredible? Even more insane is that within 12 hours, the number of favorites soared to 450,000, and the number of pre-orders had already exceeded 1.7 million by the time filming wrapped, reaching over 2 million before its premiere. Wouldn't you call this the ceiling voted on by viewers? Open any short drama group chat, and the screen is filled with the phrase aesthetic ceiling. Even media articles are discussing art house film terms like split-screen narrative and empty shot metaphor. Aren't you curious about what kind of amazing thing this is? To be honest, the first two versions weren't without their data. The December 2025 version of MRS Joe, Marriage is Worse Than Dating, starring Yu Yutong and Qin Chenshin, had 95 episodes, each 2 minutes long, and did moderately well on Douyin. But didn't you feel that the female lead was as cold as someone who signed a long-term rental agreement and then slept in it? She wasn't without love, but it was always a half degree off. After watching for a while, didn't you start to wonder, were these two really living together, or were they just working together to meet KPIs? Then there was the 2026 Spring Festival version starring Wu Zai's, President Zhou's long-planned scheme. The female lead's character was so beautiful in the beginning, a media professional, with strong boundaries, but why did she suddenly become so idiotic later on, still clinging to her ex and hiding her pregnancy? Honestly, when the male lead was so pitifully abused, didn't your expectations for this couple just turn into a sigh? So when the third version, Shen Qiao Wei Wan, suddenly appeared, I initially thought it was just another repackaged version, but guess what? Guo Yuxin's portrayal of Shen Qiao takes a uniquely clear-headed yet gentle approach. Is this the first time you've seen this kind of character in a short drama? Faced with her ex Haozhen's attempts to reconcile, she rejects him openly and decisively, without a trace of ambiguous hesitation. Don't you want to applaud this heroine whose values shine brightly? But she's not cold-blooded either. Zhou Chen remembers the temperature of her coffee, tilts his umbrella towards her in the rain, and silently shields her from work troubles. She notices all these details, but she's slow to warm up, needing to be gently nurtured. Doesn't this gentle yet unyielding quality perfectly resonate with the most vulnerable parts of an independent woman's heart? The materials say Guo Yuxin was to portray the layers of being moved by gentleness, and she truly succeeded. From polite distance to subtle attraction, every micro-expression tells you, I'm not love-struck, but I'm not a stone either. Can you feel that progression? Let's talk about Zhou Chen, played by Wang Daodi. Let me tell you, the term daddy-type domineering CEO has been overused by the greasy versions. Aren't you sick of those constant woman, you've successfully caught my attention, or the control freak who treats the female lead like a pet? But Wang Daodi's version is different. His daddy type is refreshingly different, almost like an anomaly. All his cunning is used to pamper his wife and secretly guard against rivals. Wouldn't you say that's a complete stripping away of the greasy label? Remember how he remembered the temperature of her coffee and protected her under an umbrella in the rain? No exaggerated declarations of love, just restrained glances and subtle gestures. This subtle, understated understanding is 100 times more sophisticated than a forced kiss. His jealousy isn't expressed through smashing cups or phones, but through body language, that restrained desire to get closer yet fear of disturbing her. Think about it carefully. Doesn't it perfectly resemble the cautiousness of someone who has secretly loved for 10 years in real life? What the first two versions lacked was precisely this emotional void and logical breakpoints, wasn't it? Yu Yutong's version was too cold, so cold that you doubted the marriage was a complete waste of time. Wu Zai's version was too muddled, so muddled that it used a drop in intelligence to create conflict, while Guo Yuxin's version perfectly balanced the temperature at 37.2 degrees Celsius. Isn't this the feeling of being respected that viewers voted for with 75.42 million votes? When the short drama genre, which originally only sold emotional substitutes, suddenly someone serves up a cinematic full-fledged meal, don't you feel that your aesthetic sense has finally been taken seriously? So stop asking why Shen Qiao Wei Wan is considered a masterpiece. Just open the first episode, watch how the steam from that cup of coffee slowly blends in the split screen, and then ask yourself, How long has it been since I've seen this kind of slowly warmed up heartbeat in a short drama? Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.